NHL Nightly with your host, the sports, a.k.a. Peter Lebowski, a.k.a. Jeremiah Maxwell. And with him, as always, maybe Perlo, Wisdom, and Rico in Barry. What is up? What is up? Welcome to NHL Nightly Special Edition, Caps versus Pens. Ovi and Crosby seemingly on a daily basis break a franchise or NHL record as they climb up the records as some of the greatest players to ever play in the hockey. And you know what? These games are few and far between. We maybe only have 2 years left, this year and next. Maybe. Hopefully not. But yeah, these are crazy. Welcome to NHL Nightly. I'm your host, Jeremiah Maxwell, aka the Sports Beard, blah, 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 all the stuff you heard on the intro. Sure, a lot of people are watching football today. Who cares? Who didn't think the Kansas City Chiefs were going to win the game? And if the game was close, there'd be some controversial call, I'm sure. I haven't watched 5 minutes of it, so you guys will have to tell me in the chat. But I have watched some great hockey. Cannot believe Ottawa came back to get a point, not only an extra point, but to win that game. And quite frankly, they deserved it for their play in the first. If Shane Pinto learns the scoring touch, he is going to be a monster. Because he could have had 3 goals in that game. He was all over the ice. So I hope you guys are enjoying Hockey Day in Canada / I call it Hockey Day in America too, because we got it. Nothing gets you hyped. Monumental sports. I'm sure Armdog and the folks at Pittsburgh Sportsnet Pittsburgh are showing awesome highlights. Like this, the Caps Pens is a heated rivalry. I still don't think it's as good as the old Red Wings Avalanche, but it's good, man. It's good. And as a Capitals fan, but I mean, dude, is it over already before it gets started? The Caps are rocking the black screaming eagle. Are we kidding? Are we kidding? It's going to be awesome. Hey, Eli Rax, thanks for retweeting that and liking that. It's pretty cool, man. Rax from New York Sports Revival. Those guys are good dudes. Give them a look if you're a New York Giants fan, a pathetic one like me. Yeah, don't ask me. Don't ask me how I'm a Caps fan. I'm a Giants fan, and I grew up a Dodgers fan. That's the thing. Linda Cohn should be watching hockey. Hockey, baby. Yeah, so welcome to the show. We got a good group of people in, man. So appreciate everybody hanging. I'll flash the banner. I didn't have any bets or anything. I just tweeted out and said, hey, come and watch the game. I'll do my best for play-by-play. Obviously, I told Perlo and Rico that if Rico's working, Perlo doesn't have to come. If they want to come, they can. Crack a kombucha, non-alcohol. Shout out our local veteran-owned and operated Zip Kombucha right here in Anchorage, Alaska. So that's where I'm coming from. Throw it in the chat where you're coming from. Got some other games. Got Rangers, Blue Jackets. That's a huge game. If I'd have told you at the beginning of the year, Rangers Blue Jackets would be a big game, would you have said, what? And you would have said, no way, Blue Jackets are that good, right? But this is a huge game for the Rangers. They're just climbing back in. And, you know, the Blue Jackets are there. They're in a playoff spot right now. Shout out my friend Johnny Lazarus, who covers the Rangers. It works for Bleacher Report and Daily Faceoff, Morning Cup of Hockey. Johnny Lazarus said, and I like this insight if you're a New York Rangers fan, like maybe it causes you a little bit of chill, but he tweeted, shoot, man, he had a good post and I retweeted it. I don't know if I'm missing. Anyway, basically it was something of, the Rangers have basically the same record this time of year that the Florida Panthers did last year this time. So, you know, it's not over for them. So Ranger fans, you can't, we got somebody chiming in the chat. May look familiar. Go Rangers. So yeah, We're live on X. You people on X that you're listening, you can type in the chat and I can see it and I can listen to you, or you can listen to me. We've got Ducks and Panthers are underway. That's in the second period already. No score. Panthers been struggling. Oh yeah, you really want to buy that beautiful Caps jersey, Ice X? Yes, yeah. You can get them. They're selling the Fanatics ones, which I heard are really nice. The $250 ones. So yeah, you can get them from Fanatics right now. They got them. So yeah, I want some more. I love the jersey, and I was gonna wear this one, but I went skating before the thing. I was gonna wear this one for you guys, which is just the vintage Mitchell and Ness, like kind of just everyday wear one. It's got no puffy letters or anything, but I was gonna wear this one, but didn't. What's up, Bone? How you doing? Got dogs and coming in, seeing me. No pottying in here. Okay, you're allowed to be in, but you can't potty. Okay, yeah, yeah. It's a beautiful jersey. Yeah. So I haven't ordered anything from Fanatics really. I think my wife got this from Dick's Sporting Goods, but and I buy a lot of my jerseys at the arenas, or I just get a hockey jersey. But hockey jersey have been sending a lot of the Fanatics ones, and just for like every day, if you're just wearing it around like it's a piece of clothing, the Fanatics breakaway jerseys are quite nice. But if you want the full, you could buy the on ice one. It's like $500. They only sell the home ones, but yeah, I don't know, Ice X. It's yeah, I think they didn't do good over the holidays, but like I'm not a fan of like printed on anything. Like I don't like it. I think there's a better way. And yeah, anyway, just it is what it is. So all right, well, we're not underway yet with puck drop, but I was going to check some other scores for you guys just real quick. Obviously, I talked a little bit about Ottawa and Boston. That was a great game. It looks like the Stars tried to make it a game, but the Avalanche, by the way, in the Avs game, Cale Makar and Jonathan Drouin both got their 100th goals of their careers, which is cool. I know the Stars have been kind of struggling. Avs choked a game against the Edmonton Oilers, but I don't put a lot of stock into that. The Avs are still missing a lot of players. But I was a little curious. I heard Makar was off the bench for a while, so I'm wondering what his ice time was. 20 minutes, 2 goals. He's fine. But I don't know if he got dinged up a little bit there. But good for the Stars. They were at down 4-1 at one point. I think they made it 5-3. Got into it a little close there. So tonight, goalies in net are Yoel Blomqvist and Logan Thompson for the Washington Capitals. Oh, Yoel Blomqvist 3-4. Puck has dropped. Caps chipping it down in. I think this is going to be an icing. Nope. Did they wave it off? No, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Nope. Pittsburgh take it out of their own end, but Washington recovers in their end. Throws it up the ice to Protas. Protas dishes it off to PLD. PLD swings it around the ice. Shot on goal from Tom Wilson. He scuttles in front of the net, but loses it. Chipped out by Pittsburgh back to Rasmus Sandin. He throws it back over and back to Sandin. Sandin in his own end. Up to, looks like Nick Dowd is in. Mangiapane playing on that fourth line with, I think, Brandon Duhaime. So they've got the fourth line out with Chychrun and Trevor Vams Riemsdyk. Sorry. Where am I at? TVR. So Pittsburgh tried to keep it in their end, but Washington gets it out quickly. TVR to Chychrun. Chychrun skates center line, dumps it in. Picked up by Mangiapane off the, Mangiapane shot it off the post or off the crossbar. That looked like a goal. But they waved it off. Don't know what Thompson was doing there. Just set up Turcotte. gave it back to him, gave him a little bit of a 1T, and he got a nice little shot attempt. A little bit of pressure here from the Pittsburgh Penguins. And Pittsburgh's not been playing bad. They had a stinker against Seattle, but they climbed back in a game against their last game. Sorry, they played yesterday, so I should know. I feel bad. Pittsburgh played the Sabres yesterday, so yeah, we know what the Sabres are. Just wildly inconsistent. So behind the net there, and I'm sorry, I don't know all the players on Pittsburgh. I'm pretty prominent. It's just the numbers team, the names have changed, and the numbers, they've had a lot of people in and out. So what's up, Daniel Barry? Daniel Barry Sports Highlights. So no big news in the NHL. Played with that's O'Connor, number 10. Sorry, O'Connor. Probably should add sheets out. I probably could do that. Looks like Kansas City is going to win this game 23-12, 4 minutes to go. If you guys are curious about football, Rangers and Blue Jackets are underway. That game is scoreless in the first. There's going to be a defensive zone face-off. Looks like PLD against Sidney Crosby. Crosby wins it back. Thrown on net by Pedersen. Bounced around. Picked off by Protas. Protas gets it up to Farivari. Farivari dumps it in. Bloomquist plays it behind the net. It is kept in momentarily by Washington, but they control it back in neutral ice, then back into their own end. Farivari plays tic-tac-toe with Matthew Roy. It's broken up in the middle by Rust, and Pittsburgh close it. They throw it back in their own end, and then Rust gets it in the center ice and dumps it in. Bolts are up 1-0. Thank you. I forgot that game was going. Appreciate you, Icex. Yeah, so other games going. Obviously, early game, Flyers beat the Devils. Ooh, what's going on with the Devils as of late? Like I said, Sens beat Bruins in a shootout. Avalanche win 6-3. As our friend Isaac said, Lightning are up 1-0. And we got Maple Leafs and Canadians coming up. I got to get that game set up too. We got to figure that game. We'll wait for a commercial break. So thrown around the ice there. Ethan Frank using his speed to get it in the zone. Throws it up to Rasmus Sandin. Rasmus Sandin from the point. Goes wide. Back to Sandin on point. Saved by Bloomquist. Chipped around the boards by... What am I doing here? What's happening? Sorry about the dogs. I don't know what's happening there. Let's I'll get a roster up because I'm having problems seeing the screen here. Excuse me. I'll be taking devs in regulation, regs and reg wings tomorrow. Sneak peek. Yeah, we'll look at the games tomorrow, Isex, for sure. So Washington has 4 shots on goal. None for Pittsburgh yet. Cleared out of the ice by Pittsburgh all the way up to Bunting. Bunting gets checked off the board strong, loses the puck. Lars Eller takes it. He chips it down in. He's going to beat the Pittsburgh defenseman down. He's going to get it around the corner to Ethan Frank. Frank's going to chip it around. Kept in, shot on goal. Ooh, wow. Eller had a good shot there. Could have maybe gotten the rebound. So, all right. You'll have to tell me how you say that name, my friend. Earthquake Jake, I'm guessing. Earthquake Jake. Is that how you say it? Earthquake Jake. Pens fan extraordinaire. Earthquake Jake. So Pittsburgh still no shot on goal 5 minutes through the game. Chipped in and around the corner by Kevin Hayes, picked up by Jacob Chychrun. Caps are doing a very good job of just getting the puck up and out. On to Connor McMichael's stick. He was led for a breakaway, but the puck was a little bit behind him. But Washington is funneling the pucks on the net. Another shot choppy bouncer, easy one for Bloomquist for the fish shot on the goal, scooped up by Yoel Bloomquist. So anyway, I'm gonna bring that game. I'm gonna get that. And if you're on Instagram or whatever, just be patient with me because I don't see the Instagram as much. So I'm just trying to get yeah, there we go. This is good. I can deal with this. Yep, that's me, diehard Penguins fan. Are you from the Metro Pittsburgh area? If you are, good on you. I love it. No, Jake, I'm a diehard Capitals fan, but I do all NHL because this channel we do all NHL. It's like uh I don't really root for anybody particularly. I want a good game, but I'd like to see OV score to keep the goal scoring stuff go, but we aren't going to have very many of these games left where they matter a lot. And in this case, it matters for Pittsburgh because they're trying to get in the playoff mix, and Washington's trying to keep their streak going here. Right now, Washington doing a really good job of keeping the puck in the zone. Pittsburgh's actually doing a solid job of keeping them a little bit out. They've got to get a little bit internal. A lot of perimeter shots that Bloomquist is seeing. So I don't think there's been any scary. Oh, you hate the Chiefs. You're from Kansas City, but you hate the Chiefs. Okay, interesting. I guess if you're from Kansas City, you don't have a team. There was a rumor for a while there, like Pittsburgh might have ended up in Kansas City. Nice shot. First shot on the goal by Pittsburgh's Blake Lizotte, he's played solid for them, by the way. Both Lizotte and Beauvillier played pretty good for them. But easy scoop for Logan Thompson. I think Ovi's a little bit mad because a little bit of a neutral zone turnover there. No score in the MSG hosting Rangers, hosting the Columbus Blue Jackets, 4-1. Still no score in the Ducks. No score in the Ducks Florida game. 23 shots on goal by the Florida Panthers and 21 shots on goal by the Anaheim Ducks. Yeah, that was a while back, Earthquake Jake. That's probably not happening now. I don't think they'll ever leave there. But I think Pittsburgh's kind of stabilized their economy too. I think that was a big thing. They used to be kind of, obviously they were like a steel mill capital and stuff, but they have other stuff there now. Yeesh, nice shot on goal by Frank Giordano. You missed the Redskins. Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, still Washington has a football team though. They didn't lose their team. They just kind of lost their name, I guess. I hear there's a big push from actual Native Americans to get that name back. But anyway, we're not talking football. Unless you want to know the Chiefs score. That game's pretty much over, guys. There's 2 minutes left. So they're down by 2 scores. It's going to be really hard for them to. And by the way, Pittsburgh and Washington are at commercial break. So first break of the day. Oh, that gives me a chance to put up leaves. Live. What's happening? Give me 1 second, guys. The game's back underway, but just give me 1 second.
Do you need help?
No, I didn't plug my keyboard back in. I didn't realize it because I couldn't type. Okay. Yep. Cap scored while I was away, of course. Yeah. Thank you, Icex. How do you watch the game live? Mike Bonilla. Mike, if you have ESPN Plus, you can watch it. There's some other sites that allow you to watch it out there. I can't tell you those sites, but I think if you Google them, you'll find them. Yeah, but you can hang out with us and I'll try to do my best to give you the best play-by-play there that I can. That goal was scored by, I believe, Tom Wilson. I don't know. It's not given. They're not giving me the goal scorer. Oh no, sorry, Jacob Chitrin. Chitrin has had. The Cat scored too. Icex, you're all over it, man. I appreciate you. Yeah. Next commercial break, I'll get the. So we'll remember Pittsburgh won the first game in Washington, and Pittsburgh hasn't looked good all year, or very consistent. They don't look bad tonight, guys. They're playing good. So if you're a Pins fan, like our friend Earthquake Jake in the chat, don't stress, man. They don't look terrible. They're not getting a ton of shots on goal, but it's they're not they're not playing bad. So sometimes the other team just scores. I will say I've been impressed with the Capitals getting the puck out of the zone quick, but to be expected. So but I will say this: Washington used to playing close games. They haven't been blowing teams out as of late. They just came off a 1-0 game up. Everybody saw that one. So yeah, Lou got a little bit of 8 shots to 2. Logan Thompson makes a save. Now that Jari is gone, things will get. You know what, Earthquake Jake, and this is kind of baffling to me. I thought last year Nedeljkovic did enough to win the net. I was surprised they didn't try to move off Jari in the offseason and just make a change. It was like, hey, man, we're going to bring in John Gibson. I think they could have got John Gibson for Christian Jari. Straight up trade, maybe sauce over a pick. John Gibson is from Pittsburgh, and I would have liked to see it, man. And I think, might have helped Pittsburgh early because they were having a tough time keeping the goal out of their net. So, but Bloomquist is in net tonight. Hasn't been great for them. So, and he was a little bit better last year. So most goals by defensemen this year: Zach Werenski, 15, 2 goals with 13. That's Makar and Chitrin. Chitrin having a good year, man. He's probably earning himself 6, 7, 8 million. He keeps going up. The more goals he scores, Washington might want to lock that deal up, man. And I've always liked Chitrin, man. I just feel like he's needed the fit. Yeah. So 46 seconds left. Looks like Andy Reid's going to be the 4th coach in NFL history to hit 300 wins. Don Shula, Bill Belichick, and George Halas. It's pretty good company, Andy Reid is in there. He's a damn good coach, man. Yeah. So if you find me on if you can't find anything, DM me on Twitter and I'll help you out, man, if you're trying to watch the game. But won't be saying anything over the airwaves. Right, I've got the Leafs game up. Okay. Washington working it in their corner. Faravarvi chips it around to. He jumps into the play quite a bit. That is. Oh, excuse me. That was Tom Wilson. I apologize. Tom Wilson just collided with Protas. That's going to create a little bit of a break. But Protas was recovered and he was back checking Russ pretty good. But the puck slides to Crosby. Crosby chips it to AK-65. He skates around the net, then shoots one on net. Not anything, but he gets it back up to Crosby. Crosby sauces it up to the defenseman, down to Raquel. Raquel having a really good year for Pittsburgh quietly. A lot of people aren't seeing, Habs scored, huh? Thank you, Isaacs. Thank you. Thank you for that update. Isaacs, who's our score updater. I appreciate it. 19 in the chat. Some of you are on X. Some of you are on YouTube. Most of you are on X. Those of you on X, if you want to type in, I can see your chats. So I can see your chats. If you have questions, if I'm bungling it, if you're wondering what's going on, let me know. I don't do play-by-play for the most part. That's my boy Hot Take Hockey. He's the play, or our old friend John Duncan from Off the Wall Hockey, but he retired. So he's into a new career. He's not doing YouTube stuff. So, and I know there's a bunch of other guys. I know Steve Dangle is probably doing the Leafs Habs and has 3,000 people in his chat. So shout out SDPN, those guys too. Yep. Chychrun, baby, was the goal scorer for the Capitals. 7:07 left in the first. We're going to commercial break. 6:11 left in the Blue Jackets. I got to get me a Zach Rowinski jersey, man. Number 8's a good number for me, so I love it. Chesty and net. Rangers really need to win. It's going to be it's going to be great, man. It's going to be a great game. And I think this Leafs Habs will be a great game too. Let me I got a pending request. 9 hours ago. Okay. The Penguins have no size. Yeah. Yeah, but they got some gritty and toughness there. Malkin's a big guy too. I do think that though. I do agree with you a little bit, Earthquake Jake. They yeah, so looks like Mahomes and them are off to the AFC Championship. They'll play the winner of the Bills Ravens game, so that'll be good. So I don't know, man. Bills beat them earlier. I feel like a lot of people would love to not see Kansas City there, but we'll see. The most iconic women in the world, my friend Chris, Taylor Swift and Caitlin Clark. I think you could probably say that's probably safe to say. Yeah, probably safe to say. I think my friend Crystal Scouler, big 49ers fan, by the way. She's great, super positive all the time. Lives in Italy, covers a team. Giving her a little bit of love. She's great. I like her. She's very good. And you guys know social media can be toxic. A lot of people don't tend to threaten me. I don't know why. I don't know if that has anything to do with I don't get death threats or any of that stuff. I don't know if that's I was in the military for 25 years and they might be afraid I'll show. Malkin is the only one with grit, it seems. No, man, I got to say, I disagree. I've really liked Beauvillier. I thought Turcotte. Those guys aren't big guys, but they've been in there. Like, they're in the mix. Bunting is a physical guy. Crosby is no slouch. He's so skilled and stuff. But, yeah, Mike Bonilla, I'm a Pens fan, and honestly, I think we should get rid of Malkin. Yeah, I was a little bit surprised, Mike, that they didn't just let him go test free agency. I know he wanted to. I know they probably Sid wanted to keep him. So yeah. So Jake, I've been out of the military for several years, and if you do see, there are active guys with beards now. They don't have and guys who have beards my size are typically Delta Force, Special Forces guys. That was not me. I didn't do that sort of thing. Ooh, Bunting had a nice shot on goal. Kicked out to Carlson, blocked away by Chychrun. A pretty good scoring chance. Yeah. So Jake, I pretty much retired from the military in 2019. So I've been gone for a while. So if you're curious, if you're like, wow, how does this guy have a big giant beard? Yeah, no, nope. I was clean shaven, man. Clean shaven. Yeah. Yeah, not military anymore, but I will tell you, Jake, I still got the same haircut. So there's that. So I don't know. I don't know what you got there. What channel is what channel, guys? What channel chat is the other football game on? I'm not tracking that other football game. Oh, it's on Fox probably, huh? Fox, yeah. Malkin is a great teammate and cheap point per game player. Why not let him finish his career as a Penguin? Makes no sense why people want him gone. Yeah, I mean, I think they should have let him test free agency. I think they probably could have got him for a little bit less. But he's not keeping them back. I mean, sucks to hear about his rings too. We talked about it on the NHL Nightly Weekly show where we discuss NHL news and notes, and be prepared. We have a major announcement. We're going to be moving to a major platform on YouTube. So we'll be going to be making that announcement. I hope my wife is listening to this live because my dogs need to stop barking. Like that needs to happen. We got to make that happen somehow. Yeah, Washington. Ovi gets it in his end and he chips it up to Strome. Strome over to Connor McMichael. McMichael plays like he juggled the puck there, but it's recovered by the Penguins. The Penguins take it in and dump it in. Oh, Flames Jets. Thank you, IceX. I can't put that many games on. I think I can actually. I'll put the Flames Jets on too. That's a good game. Boy, the Flames are staying in there, aren't they, IceX? They're not going away. They're going to be in the playoff mix, and I'm sure their fan base are kind of like, we really don't want to be. So, yeah, chipped around the corner there by Taylor Radish. But Pittsburgh recovers. They dump it in. Chychrun recovers the puck, throws it up the ice. Lars Eller will skate it through the neutral zone, down, drop it off to Radish. Radish, oh, nice little sauce pass from former Penguin Lars Eller and former Washington Capitals, scored the Stanley Cup game-winning goal. Lars Eller will always be goated by, oh man, little bad turnover by Chychrun, but it's recovered by Nick Dowd. Probably our best defensive forward on the team. He throws it down the ice. Bloomquist will go behind and throw it on the net to kick around. We got about 3:20 left in the first period. Pittsburgh skates it down. Lizotte in the corner. Not Lizotte. Is it Lizotte? Is it Lizotte? Oh, I'm sorry. Anthony Beauvillier. Beauvillier, but Washington recovers. They'll skate it. Carlson to Sandin. Sandin just misses Mangiapane's stick, which would have could have probably been a goal there. Something happened. They're calling something. I don't know what the refs made up here because there was nothing. What's the call here? I have no idea. Let's see what they're saying. Yeah, horseshit call. Didn't see it. They were in our own zone. Absolute joke of a call. Do not like it. Oh, yeah, pretty soft. All right, Avi. Avi, you got the Caps tonight? You betting the Caps? Oh, Avi, your Bruins, man. I thought they had that game in order when it was 5-3. I was like, okay, I'm switching over. Yeah, it was a great game. It was a great game. Yeah. Yeah, but you know what, Avi, you still got a point. It's Atlantic Division, man. Those are gonna be I honestly thought Pinto could have had 3 goals in that game, which Swayman bailed them out quite a bit. So yeah, I don't know, man. Like it hasn't been a dirty game. I haven't really seen any real chippiness. It's just been clean and a lot of strong puck movement from both teams. Pittsburgh's obviously yeah, Pasta is back, dude. Pasta's back. So yeah, good stuff there. I think I got the names and numbers down, guys. So just real quick run for you guys. Bunting is 8, Drew O'Connor is 10, Kevin Hayes 13, Brandon Pruss 17, Cody Glass 19, Blake Lizotte 46, Philip Tomasino 53, Noel Achari 55, Ricard Raquel 67. Obviously, Gino Malkin, Sid Crosby were 71 and 87 respectively, and Anthony Beauvillier. Matt Grzelcyk on the back end, Ryan Graves, Marcus Pettersson, Owen Pickering, Chris Letang, and Eric Carlson are your defensemen. Take a guess what pair got scored on. Yeah. Yeah. No worries, Avi. I'm just going to be streaming for this game, and you're always a loyal listener and a regular man, so I always appreciate when you show up. But go to that BC Providence. Give me updates, Avi. Punch in and let me know how my boy Ryan Leonard's doing. So, yeah. So Pittsburgh, who didn't deserve it, gets a power play. I hate offensive zone penalty calls. Like, Bunting slashed him in the skate, and it should have been, if they wanted to call a penalty, they should have called it on Bunting as well. It was a joke. They always get the guy who does the one thing, but I'm not a fan of that call. That's a crap call. The Capitals been dominating the game, and they give Pittsburgh a little breath of fresh air here right at the end of the period. So Pittsburgh controls, shot on goal. I guarantee they score here. It's always the bad calls that the team score on. There are good penalties to take, and there are good penalties to call. That wasn't one of them. So, I mean, or, call them both. Yeah, you don't get yeah, Avi, that's awesome, man. You don't have to do that, dude. You don't have to suck up your bandwidth. You're Avi, you're a loyal Avi. I got some big news to tell you too, man. Some huge news. Yeah, Pittsburgh Crosby got like 10 whacks. So Pittsburgh went from like he got at least 3 shots on goal right there. Did not score. But Pittsburgh looks good. Oh, now we got a 2-on-0-1 breakaway. Tom Wilson. He shoots it, but it's deflected away. Great play by Marcus Pettersson. So 43 seconds left to go. Oh, you're at work. All right, don't worry about it then, Avi. Still 1-0 Montreal. I will get that other game up. Ooh. I got my phone here. I can check. I get the phone. So yes, Bolts are still up 1-0. 3:58 left in that. 7:20 left in the first. Montreal up 1. I said Montreal was going to play this game tough. Yeah. Look, Earthquake Jake, if they call that penalty later in the game, I'm not going to cry about it as much because they're calling it, but they ain't gonna. That's my problem. So, like, this is the refs saying we don't like how one-sided this game looks right now. We're going to call a really meaningless call in the O-zone when they were changing. Really soft call. Not a fan. 10 seconds left to go on the power play. Letang from the point drops it off to Malkin. Malkin back to Letang. Letang gets a shot, but it gets blocked. It flutters in. Thrown in the corner there. Carlson, I guess he's on the power play in the corner. Shot wide. Tipped out, but Malkin recovers it. The power play is over, but Pittsburgh still controls, but now it gets bumped out to the neutral zone. Letang recovers it. 49 seconds left in the first. Yeah, I appreciate it. My wife is pretty awesome. She probably had to drug the dogs. What is happening? What is happening? What is happening? What is happening? All right. 19 seconds left to go. Pittsburgh still in their end. So since that penalty, that gave all the momentum Pittsburgh needed to put on the offensive things. But lost in it. Washington clears it, and they survive the period. 1-0 Washington, scored by Jacob Chitrin. Get off that. What are we doing? Yeah, I don't know, man. I think that a lot of athletes have been getting hit. I think he's not alone. I think it's not even specific to hockey. So I think they recover him, man. Those guys, that's got to be the hardest thing in the world to move. It's got the dude's name on it. The only way they move them if they sell them to somebody who doesn't know they're the real thing. So like a pawn shop, you're like, oh, I'll give you $2,000 or $3,000 for the replica. I'm sure they got other valuable stuff too. Anyway, yeah, who knows? Yeah, we'll see. Okay, we're at intermission for Blue Jackets, Rangers, Capitals, Pens. Still 1-0 there. It looks like we're at second intermission. Ducks, Panthers still 1-0. 2 minutes and 32 seconds left to go in Leafs Habs. Try to get that game up. And obviously the Red Wings are down 1-0 to the Lightning. This one scared me. I kind of didn't want to touch this game for your gamblers. Other games coming. Sharks Islanders. Sharks are must-watch TV. If you're not watching the Sharks and you're a huge fan, definitely give them a watch, you know. And then Golden Knights, Blackhawks. Gold Knights are coming off some bad losses. I feel bad for the Blackhawks here. They should be, if the Golden Knights lose this game, I'll be drastically concerned where they're going. Wild Preds, Blues, Utah Hockey Club, and then Canucks Oilers. If the Canucks continue to play the way they've been playing, that's a game I'm not going to spend any time watching. So, guys, I'm going to take a 5-minute break. Oh, you were in Pittsburgh. Did you go to the game, Earthquake Jake? Did you watch it? Give me your thoughts. I'm going to take a 5-minute break, guys, and just fill up on water. Take a little bit of a break. So I'll be right back. Please just chill. I'll let you stare at all this stuff in the in the background there. So just give me in fact, I'll let me just create a new banner here and oh, how about that? I went skating before. So yeah, be right back, guys. Just bear with me. Thanks for everybody. We had a good group in here, man. Nice little group. And again, people on Twitter, you can chime in on the chat. Leave a like, subscribe, hang out. We got some breaking news. We're live Tuesday through Friday, 10. I think we're going to be going back to 10 Eastern. But we'll see. And there's a big, exciting announcement. I know I've been teasing it with my friends, but we're gonna have something cool. So we'll talk to you soon. Yeah, how does Celebrini look up close, Earthquake Jake? Yeah, thanks guys for chilling out for a bit. I just need a quick break. I'll take these intermission breaks. When you're streaming, it's 3 hours when you call a game. So yeah, I gotta figure out how I can share. Yeah. Anyway, we'll figure this out. Yep, still on intermission break for most games. Fox Sports providing televisions for first responders to watch the playoffs during their shift breaks. Yeah, who cares? Like, use your money on something else. That's what the radio is for. Like, who cares? Nobody wants to watch the NFL that badly, guys. Sorry about it. So kickoff is in about 10 minutes. Commanders, Lions. Do the Lions win the Super Bowl? I kind of am rooting for the Lions. I wouldn't mind the Commanders though either, man, because like obviously being a Capitals fan, I know a lot of Commanders fans in that community because they're all Washington Commanders fans. So, and I, being a Giants fan, I remember when they had John Riggins and Joe Theismann and stuff. I'm old enough to have remembered those, and they won Super Bowls. So 3 of them. One of the guys that won the Super Bowl on their offensive line, one of the Hogettes, Mark Schlereth, won a couple more with the Denver Broncos, 3-time Super Bowl champion from Anchorage, Alaska, which I now consider my hometown since I've lived here more than half my life. What's up, Bone? You can come in, but no Barky. My dogs. Okay, quick score update. Kings, Kraken, still puck has not dropped. That's a late game. The other late games are Oilers, Canucks. Then we have a 8 o'clock Eastern puck drops for Golden Knights, Blackhawks, Wild, Predators. And then, boy, the Wild are banged up. And then Blues, Utah Hockey Club. So there we go. You guys want division leaders? Let's see if we can do this. Let's see. NHL.com. Standings. Let's see if it'll let me do it this way. Yeah, there we go. I'll just do it that way. Yeah, let's go. Let's go this way. You still got me? Okay. This is the division leaders. Oh, can we zoom in on this? Let's zoom in on this a little bit. There we go. So Toronto still in first, Florida and Tampa Bay, Washington, New Jersey, and the Carolina Hurricanes. Click that back, your wild cards and the wild card race in the East. I think we could go back as far as the New York Rangers. I feel like that's probably all still realistic teams that could make it. So there are your stats. Big extra point by Ottawa because look where the Bruins are at. Oh, Habs 3-0. Oh my goodness, Icex, thank you for the update. This is a wild game. I got to check on my boy Hot Take Hockey. I said Perlo Rico. I like the Habs in this game. Perlo, he might pop on. I don't know. I don't know. We didn't really discuss. So okay. And there, let's go to the West real quick. Here are your top 3: Winnipeg, Minnesota, Dallas. Boy, that heater Edmonton went on and just a little bit of slide there. Now they're real close in points in the Vegas Golden Knights, Oilers, and then the Kings. It might be interesting if Oilers end up winning that division. Yeah. Habs scored 2 goals within seconds of each other, apparently. Yeah. Yeah, Isaac. So the poor Leaf fans, they can never get a break. But the Habs always play Toronto tough. It doesn't matter if they have a terrible team. And then here are your wild cards. So if, let's just say, Edmonton wins their division, guys, and Colorado is the first wild card, they will play Colorado in the first round. Oh my God, I am hoping for that, boys. Colorado, Edmonton in the first round. Tell me you wouldn't want that. Tell me you wouldn't want that. I would want that so bad. I'll get the look on the jerseys here. We'll get a little standy. Change the camera angle for you a little bit. Get a little, I'll stand and give you guys a little play-by-play from here. Once the game gets going, we should be back soon. Rangers, Blue Jackets still scoreless. Flames still up 1-0 on the Jets. Actually, I can just put the scores over. So we looked at that. Oh, yeah. So anyway, I would love to see it if first wild card. Also, I happen to know Calgary Flame fans will not be happy being the last wild card. I think I'd like to see St. Louis or Utah Hockey Club sneak in there. And I think it would be good for Calgary to not make the playoffs, but you really don't, honestly, as a gambler. What do you mean, IceX? Oh, I mean, I had the Oilers to win the cup at the beginning of the year, so I'm sure a lot of people did. I think they were the favorite. So, but rarely, I'll say, man, what Florida did last year is very rare. When you look, it took Vegas like 3 years to get back to the Stanley Cup final after they lost the Capitals. So you just don't know, man. The matchups and stuff. I really think Edmonton is going to have a much harder time. I think a lot of things broke their way last year. I thought Vancouver was hands down the best team in the West last year, and they just got injured at the wrong time. So just because Oilers Avs game usually in reg, or it's annoying. Oh yeah, I got you. Yeah. Yeah. And I think, boy, they got to be pretty hard on themselves, the Avalanche, for having a 3-0 lead and losing that last game to them at home, especially with Edmonton on a back-to-back. So can't really shake it any other way. So anywho, it is what it is. Yeah, let me get off this and we will go to the, all right, give me that full screen. We'll go to scores at some point tonight, but I figure we would look at stats too. Just flash up the stats there. And let's see. Is that good? Can you guys see that? Is that too tiny? Let's see. Let's get it. Let's get it a little bigger. Okay, so we got McKinnon leads in points. Draisaitl is second. Kucherov third. McDavid fourth. Mikko Rantanen. Mitch Marner having a really good year. Hellebuck dominating. Darcy Kemper. That trade has worked out for both teams, man. I'm really happy to see Darcy Kemper find his game in LA. Again, shout out to people of Los Angeles, man. Just awful. Looks like they finally gotten those fires a little bit under control. It feels like that's the news I've been reading. So, rookies, Lane Hudson now leads. I'm telling you, I said 2 nights ago on my show that I'm saying it now. I think the 13th of January, I said it, and I said it again. Lane Hudson's winning the Calder Trophy this year, guys. And when you put on shows like what's happening right now against the Toronto Maple Leafs, those are types of things. So in that game, just to give you an idea of who scored, Anderson, Kirby Dach, Patrick Laine, but Lane Hudson has an assist in the game and 2 block shots. So he's already an impact player. So going to be interesting. If you're a Blue Jackets fan too, they might add at the deadline. So yeah, we'll get out of there. But if you guys want to look, you love how they play Soundgarden at the Penguins game. Earthquake Jake, what you don't have to tell me your age, but what year did you graduate high school? We might be close to the same age if you're talking Soundgarden. I had the privilege of going to Pearl Jam's 20th anniversary concert, and they used to be in a band, a lot of them, which is one of my favorite bands of all time, called Temple of the Dog. And some of those guys were in a band called Mother Love Bone. That was a very favorite band of mine, too. And Temple of the Dog had Chris Cornell and Eddie Vedder in the same band, and they came out and sang Hunger Strike with Chris Cornell. I'm so glad I got to see him live. He was incredible. So Icex, you have the Leafs -1.5, which officially loses at 4-0. Yeah, Icex, I have every intention the Leafs will get back into this, man. So, by the way, we're back under Washington, Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh was the first to jump in. Tom Wilson chumps it down from center ice, though. Pittsburgh got a nice little scoring chance right there. Shots are close now, 9-8. So Pittsburgh climbing back up. Crosby sauces it all the way over to Russ. Russ gets it chipped away from the defender, Rasmus Sandin, but somehow gets it back to Crosby, but then it's taken away by John Carlson. John Carlson always plays Crosby well, I think. Pittsburgh recovers in the neutral zone, slips it back down. Rasmus Sandin covers behind the net. He's looking up ice for someone to pass it for. He's being pressured by Michael Bunting, chips it up to John Carlson. Carlson sauces it over to Brandon Duhaime. Duhaime loses it in Pittsburgh's end right after kind of chopping it into the blue line. Pittsburgh has Pettersson dump it in. He takes a good shot from Andrew Mangiapane for doing it, though, but Pittsburgh controls in their end. Thrown around the boards, Beauvillier tries to get over to Bunting. Bunting check from behind, no call. That's a call. Checks down from behind. Do not know how that's not a penalty. Absolute garbage. Check from behind. Okay. I guess the refs aren't calling it like that. That should have been called. Pretty blatant call. Anyway, Ovi in the corner dumps it around to Nick Dowd. They got Ovi playing with Nick Dowd right now. I think that might just be a partial change. Pettersson, that's interference, but okay. Like you just can't run and block another guy from the ice. That's if he doesn't have the puck. I don't know how that's not interference. How Ovi didn't draw an interference call there is beyond me. Refs are kind of got their heads up their ass on this one, guys. But Washington controls in the own end. Chychrun fires, stave. Ovi on the wing there. I think he wasn't happy. He had maybe had some looks there. He kind of probably had a look there on the short side. We'll see. Okay, yeah. Other scores in the game. Still 1-0 in that Bolts game. Icex, no change there. Panthers still up 1-0. Jesper Boquist is your Panthers goal scorer. Anderson Laine, who has 11 goals, power play, though. That was a power play. He's only got one 5v5 goal. Okay. Kirby Doc were your goal scorers. Braden Point, as your friend Icex told, 27th of the year. What a great player that guy is. So good. I was in Tampa when he scored his 50th. And I think he got a hat trick to get to. It was really impressive. So Pittsburgh is pressuring a little bit here. Kevin Hayes tries to fire at short side along the boards. Not a lot of front zone pressure there. Washington will recover. Chychrun back around to Trevor Van Riemsdyk. He loses it to Drew O'Connor from the nice forecheck from Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh pressuring here in the zone. Pickering throws it around to the defenseman. Shot on goal. It's shot wide. Very good thing. But Drew O'Connor pressuring, and this Caps line's been out a while. This is pressure coming from the Pittsburgh Penguins. This is a good shift. Looks like it's deflected, though, and so Washington will get a change out of the things. Oh, Cat scored. We got another goal. Okay. Looks like Anton Lundell for the Caps. Or not for the Caps. Cats. Sorry, for the Cats. For the Florida Panthers, guys. Maple Leafs, Canadians, 6 minutes and 32 seconds left in that intermission. And then second period just underway for Lightning Red Wings. And looks like the Lightning are going to go on a power play almost immediately. And we are 16 minutes left in the second period, still 0-0. New York Rangers, Columbus Blue Jackets. Ooh, should have shot it there, Bluey. So Blue Jackets had a really nice chance to score there. Washington gets it out of their own end, flips it around. Protas, he is held a little bit, but Roy and Protas are able to recover. But no, Pittsburgh gets the puck after a flurry of change of possessions thrown in, but Washington recovers in the neutral zone and they dump back down. It is recovered by Protas. He throws it in the middle, but it bounces off Raquel. Raquel throws it to Erik Karlsson to Crosby. Crosby ladles it up and into the neutral zone. It is recovered by Rasmus Sandin. He throws it over to, they're moving the pairs a lot, to John Carlson. John Carlson gets it down to the forward. The forward chips it around. I didn't see the forward, so back to Duhaime. Duhaime on. He's got a little bit of a breakaway here. He shoots, and I think that was blocker save. That was ladled for the top shelf up stick side. Bolt scored on the power play. Jake Gensel, former Pittsburgh Penguin, 23rd. Thank you for the update, IceX. So there we go. Yeah, Duhaime probably a little disappointed with himself, but wasn't a great shot. And he'd gotten a little too wide. I think he probably wanted to shoot it a little bit early, but the stick was coming over from the defender there. So he had to get it. He had to get it out of there. I don't give him too hard of a time. Lots of lowy scoring games. Hope you guys bet the under. Oh, well, except for Leafs and Habs. That one's not low scoring. Looks like puck drop in Islanders Sharks. 4 minutes in there. Wild and Preds are about to drop, and we should see Golden Knights and Blackhawks shortly thereafter. A lot of people complain that they don't do staggered times. They actually do. They know there's going to be events, so they're scheduled to start like on. They don't say it's going to start 8:79 or whatever. Like right, they don't give you the exact time. Like 9:42. And the game was scheduled to start at 9:30 or whatever. So yeah, I mean, Sharks and Islanders are underway, almost 4 minutes gone, and Wild and Preds puck drop hasn't even happened. And neither has Golden Knights, Blackhawks, and all those games were scheduled at 4. Okay, back to Pittsburgh at Washington. Washington recovers it in their own end. They get it out. They dump it in. It's turned over. And back the other way is Pittsburgh on a, but then they lose it. Sandin recovers, Andrew Mangiapane. He'll throw it back to Trevor Van Riemsdyk. He'll settle it in and get it up to Nick Dowd, who will chip it down in. Doesn't get it deep, though. Pittsburgh recovers along the wall. It's thrown up the ice to Drew O'Connor. Drew O'Connor's checked hard by Matthew Raw, so Washington recovers easily. Back in, anyway, it's nobody's really retaining possession right now. Good defense from Tomasino, skated it down in for Pittsburgh there, but he's swarmed by the Caps. It's recovered by Washington. Ovechkin gets it up the boards. It's offsides probably, so Pittsburgh does not play it. Pittsburgh putting on a pretty good forecheck. They're pressuring in the defensive zone or offensive zone when they don't have the puck. When Washington's trying to bring it out, they're pressuring a lot more. That's definitely a change from the first period. They didn't look like they were pressuring. Yeah, their last goal did come from the goalie. They won that game pretty nice. That's pretty cool too, man, that he got that. That's the first time in NHL history. Karlsson bobbles the puck. Man, awful he didn't get a shot off there. And now you've got Crosby breaking in, but it's chipped away. That would have been dangerous having Sid Crosby on a breakaway in on Logan Thompson. Insane. Yeah, 12:41 left in Blue Jackets Rangers. That's still scoreless. Pittsburgh wins it. It is flung down. It's deflected out, and we're going to have a line change. So looks like Leafs and Habs are coming back. That is at the Bell Center in Montreal. let's see. Yeah. And then Flames Jets still going on 1-0. That game's back underway. We'll see how close this game is to a blowout, and I'll get that Flames Jets one up if you guys are into that game. But we will be leaving after this game. So it's and I think the about to start the kickoff for Lions Commanders. That should be a good game. I think Lions win. But Commanders don't have anything to lose, man. That's tough, man. I watched my Giants just kind of back into the playoffs and win a couple Super Bowls that way. So it happens, man. The offense has been inconsistent for the Penguins this year, and one game they score like 6 and then one game 0. Yeah, that's a lot of teams, though. You're just going to run into good teams. This is a back-to-back for Pittsburgh, too. Like, I expect Washington to look really good in the third period here. And if they don't, they're not skating hard enough. Pittsburgh played yesterday, and yes, they won an easy one but they had to come from behind. They were down 1-0 in that game against Buffalo. So, and they have beaten them pretty handily, but a couple empty netters and stuff. But it is what it is. So, Aaron Andrews interviewing Dan Campbell. Aaron Andrews is related to hockey field. She's married a hockey guy, Jared Stoll. I think 2-time Stanley Cup champion, Jared Stoll. So, Sergei Gonchar, capital of the day, former Pittsburgh Penguin. I think, at least won one Stanley Cup with him. He was with the Caps a long time, man. 416 points, plus 51 rating, and 654 games with the Caps. Well, the Flyers won earlier. They worried. So they were worrying me a little bit. Yeah, the Flyers are up and coming, man. They're going to be a good team very, very soon. They've got some kids coming. That Jaluchenko is going to be a special kid, too. They didn't even play him this year. He's probably would have served better being in college than juniors this year, playing against men or the AHL, but he couldn't because he's a junior player. So I don't hate juniors, and I know they're huge in Canada, but I don't know why a kid – oh my God, flag. First play of the game, the kicker kicks the ball out of bounds. They get it at the 40-yard line. What a dumb play. Wow. That's awful. Just terrible. Yeah, that's a good win for the Flyers too, Earthquake Jake. For certain. Okay, we're back underway. Pittsburgh is working it down in their offensive end. This is the long change for both teams. Strong check on the board by Rasmus Sandin, but Pittsburgh's still working it around. I expect the refs to give them a softie here because we haven't had anything happen in a while. So even though they've missed like 2 blatant super backhand throw on by Blake Lizotte, but he loses it, doesn't get in. Looks like Washington's going to cover, but pressure is coming from Pittsburgh here. Quick shot from Riley Smith. Quick save. Oh, Frank is tripped, but he wasn't tripped. It was not blatant. It wasn't a penalty. Good no call there. Washington gets it in the neutral zone. They finally recovered, and Duhaime will chip it down in. Oh, yeah, that's a tough one, man. LA is going to be a tough game for sure. Oh, tomorrow there's 3 games. I can't imagine Pittsburgh's playing tomorrow. That'd be 3 games and 3. What's happening? Why did this go away? Yeah, so Rangers play tomorrow. They play the Canadiens. Senators play tomorrow. They play today. The Devils played Philly, so that's a back-to-back for them. And Red Wings Stars, both those teams played today, so that's back-to-backs for everybody. We're going to start seeing really a lot of games because the 4 Nations face-off, man. So, yeah, Washington gets down in the end. Letang tries to skate, but he is checked off of it from Andrew Mangiapane. Mangiapane, they're working the puck. Rams reams like a chip. Good save by Bloomquist. What a scoring chance from the Capitals. This is the first offense from them in a little bit here. Pittsburgh have been pushing the last couple of minutes, but they're getting some energy from the fourth line, and Andrew Mangiapane nicked out. I like that they're spreading the talent around a little bit there. Mangiapane is probably a little too skilled to be on the fourth line, but Dowd's potting some goals, and yeah, they're very good defensively, Earthquake Jake for sure. No doubt about it. In the LA Kings, he says LA Kings don't allow many goals. Yeah, nope. But this, oh man, what a scoring opportunity by Ricard Raquel. And I think he thought he scored, and I think Logan Thompson thought he scored. Great save from Logan Thompson. Again, Pittsburgh's coming here a little bit. Oh, but it's a pickoff. I think we're going to have a 2-on-1 here. Tom Wilson drops it in. Protus. Oh, that's a penalty, man. What are we doing here? How is that not a call? Okay, they called it. Pierre-Luc Dubois was taken down from behind. I was like, what are we doing here? Like, this is a joke of a game. We're in Washington. They're wearing the blacks over my shoulder. Yeah, about time you called something, Zebra. Holy hell, man. What a save by Logan Thompson, though. What a save. What a save. And we come back, and I thought Pro was going to shoot. He passes it back over. Pierre-Luc would have had basically an empty net. This is one of those penalties. It's a good penalty to call. I don't give Raquel any. I would have taken it if I was him. It was a good penalty. Raquel was doing his best. He's like, we're going to not there. He stopped probably what would be a goal. So, Al, if you're wondering, Alex Ovechkin only has 5 power play goals on the year with 21 goals scored, I believe. So, yeah, Washington does not do anything with the power play initially. They have to skate back down their own end, but Dylan Strome skates quick to John Carlson, up to Tom Wilson's got the puck. He throws it back to Strome. Strome over to Chychrun. No, sorry, that's John Carlson. I apologize. Now Strome passes it off to Chychrun. They try to get it into the bumper, but Pittsburgh gets it, but it's kept at the line by Jacob Chychrun. Chychrun throws it back. John Carlson. They're really shading over to Ovi. They're not giving anything to Ovi. So Ovi jumps in the middle. He's going to win the puck back. Wilson, top to Carlson. Carlson to Chychrun. Chychrun fires. Chychrun is taking the place of Ovechkin on the other side. It went up and out of play. So Washington pushing a little bit here. Still 0-0 in that Rangers Blue Jackets game. That is wild. 2-0, still 3-0 in that one. Quick score updates. Flames still up 1-0 in the Jets. There's 13 minutes left in that, 44 seconds left in that game, as far as the second period is concerned. Sharks and Islanders scoreless, 10 minutes and 24 seconds left in the first. Scoreless Blackhawks and Golden Knights are underway. 7 minutes already gone in that. Wild Predators dropped the puck late. 17 minutes left to go in that first period. Lots of time. Still 3 games that haven't even started tonight. So Washington works it in. Oh, my God. Tom Wilson, point blank. I can't believe he didn't get it there. Oh, and they work it off Ovi stick, but 45 seconds left in the power play. Carlson skates back, and Washington will reload in their own end. Looks like they're going to keep Chychrun. I'm assuming Ovi doesn't even skip him. Ovi might have came off, actually. Pittsburgh bats it out. Pittsburgh denied entry there, so Drew O'Connor got away with a couple of. He's playing pretty tough on the puck there. I don't give it. They're not going to call anything when Washington's up a man, but looks like Pittsburgh is going to kill this power play. But Washington had a couple good scoring chances, so you can't say Ovi on the breakaway off to the side, but the puck is deflected. And it wasn't much of a breakaway. That Pittsburgh was with them. It was they had all mans up. So Pittsburgh is in 100%. They kill the penalty, skate down. This is a lot of times when a team scores, they got a lot of that penalty kill. But I will say I liked what I saw from Pierre-Luc Dubois. Jumps it in. He's taken off the puck from Letang, but he beats that check. Thrown in the front. Oh, a goal scored by Alexei Protas. Worked in. What a great forecheck from Pierre-Luc Dubois. And the Washington Capitals are up 2-0. Pittsburgh is coming. They're coming. This is happening. So good stuff. I don't know what they're looking like. They might review it, but that's the common. They look at the goal right away. Let's see. So Dubois, I think it's clean. Great play by Connor McMichael. Steal the puck. Gets it up to Dubois. Dubois kicks it right over to Protas right away. Boy, Luc Dubois. He saw him the whole way, and Protas buries it. Protas and Pierre-Luc Dubois having a great game. And honestly, that deflected off the defenseman of Pittsburgh there. That went off Pettersson's stick, I think. I still think it goes in. I think the shot would have went in. So, yeah, Washington needs to strike while the iron's hot here and get another quick goal. We're over halfway through this game. That would be a crucial goal if they score. But Pittsburgh's trying to come, but it's recovered by Washington. Mangiapane, they got that fourth line that's actually made a lot of moves. Dowd beats his man in, kicks it around to Mangiapane. Mangiapane throws it up the boards to Matthew Waugh. Matthew Waugh throws it on. Oh, what a save. What a save by Bloomquist. Not a powerful shot, but so many bodies in front. And it looked like it ended up getting deflected, maybe ladled on. So I knew the Washington was feeling dangerous wearing the blacks tonight. What a goal by Alexi Protas. Beats him top shelf. Nothing Bloomquist could do. It's absolute masterclass of a forecheck winning the puck by McMichael behind the net over to Pierre-Luc Dubois, who wasted 0 seconds. That puck was on his stick and in the net, onto Protas' stick and in the net. So great goal. Bolts are up 4-0 on the Wings. Well, the Wings might have hit the wall again. I think a lot of people were on Detroit. I said this one scared me. So your goal scorers are 2 from Braden Point, Mitchell Chaffee, Nikita Kucherov, and Jake Gensel. No, not 2. I'm sorry. Braden Point did not have 2. He has 1. But he has. Yeah, I forgot Cam Atkinson was with Tampa Bay this year. I forgot he was there. He assisted on that Chaffee. He might have been out banged up, or he's not getting a ton of ice time. But anyway, interesting one. I think people are sleeping on Tampa Bay. I think people are sleeping on them. They're going to beat a team in the playoffs that they weren't supposed to beat. I hope it's not mine. I hope it's not yours. I really appreciate you guys joining. Leave a like, subscribe. We got a puppy in here. KP. Capes is being a good boy in here. The camera shifted a little there because I leaned. You see the Boba Fett collection in the back. I didn't hear where you were from, what year you graduated, Earthquake Jake. You didn't have to put it in the chat, but you were talking about the Soundgarden. What Soundgarden song was it, Earthquake Jake, by the way? Get me nostalgic. I start singing, we'll get demonetized. I'll tell YouTube, too bad I've never been monetized. So, can't take money you haven't given to me, YouTube. So yeah, okay, we're back here. Face-off win by Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh chips it out, but no, kept in and dumped in. Ethan Frank races, but Pittsburgh defenseman gets it. But in the neutral zone, it's won back by Washington. Washington kicks it over to Eller. Eller is offsides, looks like, or at least that's what the linesman is calling. I don't think Eller likes to call, but it wouldn't have mattered because Pittsburgh got it back out. So we could have just kept play, I guess. Yeah, Isaacs, man. That game's going in the one direction. But Red Wings do have 21 shots on goal, so they're getting something going here. Oh, Washington Commanders going for it on 4th and 1. 4th and 1. I think the Washington went for it a lot. Jaden Daniels sneaks. Oh, they didn't get it. Washington didn't get it. Denied Washington. That was a bad gamble there. Okay, we're back. Washington has the puck in their end. 38, Rasmus Sandin skates it all the way out of the neutral zone, but he loses it to the Penguins. The Washington had to keep Pittsburgh off guard. They were really clustered and kind of bunching. They're really overplaying the puck now. There's 3 guys swarming the puck. So if Washington can make that initial first pass and get a little bit of pressure off, it's going to really put Pittsburgh in a bad position. You can tell they're definitely playing. But Kevin Hayes comes down, makes a backhand. It's a little tough for Logan Thompson to play. And but Lars Eller recovers the rebound, kicks up. That's safe. It's chipped up off of Ethan Frank, who uses speed. He's going to change. Pittsburgh recovers. Erik Karlsson skates it all the way down to the blue line, then kicks it off. And then it's shot by Ricard Raquel. So he got a nice clean shot off, but he fell after he shot. It was just an awkward thing. Nothing there. There won't be any calls. It doesn't look like. Good to go there. 5 minutes and 35 seconds left in the second period in the New York Rangers Columbus Blue Jackets game. Still scoreless. My goodness. Love it from the Blue Jackets, man. Shout out Dean Evison. That team has been through a lot. Rest in peace, Johnny Hockey. Got the Johnny Hockey jersey in the corner there. We get the little look there. Give Johnny Hockey some love. Yeah. Anyway, I like the stand, man. I might have to do the stand a little bit more. And it looks better. The studio looks better. You can see everything a little bit better. So might have to do the stand a little bit more, or get like a bar stool chair. Maybe do that too, where I could do both. I'll definitely hit my 12 hours of standing today then. Yeah, cool. Any games you guys are interested in? Jets still 1-0 down to the Flames. Matt Coronado, the only goal scorer in that game. That was Alexi Protas's 19th goal and Jacob Chychrun's 13. You 13 goals by the middle of January from your defenseman. You're doing all right. I'm liking that from Chich. Golden Knights scored, by the way, Victor Olofsson 10th. Nice little sneaky pickup by Vegas to get Victor Olofsson. Kind of a power play specialist. Wild scored too, by the way. David Juracek gets the call up, scores his first goal of the NHL this year with Matt Boldy and Marco Rossi assisting. All right, David Juracek. You guys remember Juracek, high pick by the Blue Jackets, was traded to the Wild, and the Wild liked the player. They're going to be so deep defensively. That's awesome, man. I love that Boldy and Rossi get in on Juracek's first goal of the year, and I think first goal as a Minnesota Wild. So for certain of first goal of the Minnesota Wild. So congrats to David Juracek. That's big time. Yeah, Blues Utah Hockey Club in Utah. That game hasn't started yet. That's a 9 p.m. Eastern, and then Oilers Canucks and Kraken and Kings are 10 p.m. Eastern. Puck drops. Those games obviously haven't started yet either. We're hours away. Won't be live for those times unless this game goes pretty long. 5 minutes and 48 seconds left to go in the second. Pittsburgh in Washington. Washington wearing the black. Eagles and Pittsburgh wearing their traditional white and yellow roads with white helmets. Pittsburgh wins the draw. They're working it in the corner. Brian Rust, he loses it to John Carlson. John Carlson passes it off to Chychrun. Chychrun throws it around the boards to Tom Wilson. Tom Wilson dips it back down to Chich. Chich takes it up the ice, and it is deflected all the way down. I think they're going to call icing here. Don't know why that was an icing. It was clearly hit in the middle of the ice, but whatever. Yeah. I mean, they don't watch the game anymore, I don't think. These guys on the ice, I don't know what they're seeing. It was clearly deflected like 3 or 4 times by multiple players. So it should not have been an icing. There was no advantage. Washington wasn't even close to being up in the offensive zone. Not a fan. Yes, I was correct. Hovey has 21 on the year. Only 5 power play goals. I doubt Washington gets another power play. It's chipped up the ice. Protas beats him on the puck. He beat Grzelcyk right off the puck there. Then thrown on ice. Oh, what a save on Pierre-Luc Dubois. Wow, Dubois is all over the ice. Washington is pressuring now. Chychrun recovers it on the top. He's going to get it over to Dubois. Dubois is going to fake slap pass it over to John Carlson. John Carlson to Dubois. He slings it down in the corner. It's recovered by the forward. I think Dubois lost a stick. We're getting a line change because as Washington had a player lose a stick, Carlson drops it in, but it's chipped out of the air by Geno Malkin, but it's kept in. One by Dylan Strome. Dylan Strome's going to skate to the corner. No Penguin near him. He's going to drop it off to Ovi. Ovi's going to fumble puck it, but he's going to get it around the ice to Connor McMichael. McMichael's going to throw it around the boards to John Carlson. John Carlson, the Chychrun's going to fake the pass. He's going to sauce it over to Ovechkin. Ovechkin's going to get pressured up the ice and throw it all the way down in the corner. McMichael's going to miss it, but Carlson's going to fling it up the end of the ice to Chich. Chich going to take a check from behind from Beauvillier. Down in the corner, Pittsburgh's going to win it and get it down the ice, but I think it's going to be icing. It will be icing. This Pittsburgh team is gassed right now. This is a good minute or two. But Grzelcyk has a skate broken, so he's going to be allowed to get his skate fixed. So, or change him off. Just change him off. They don't have to wait for him. I think they can elect to change the player. So, and that's what they'll do. They'll let Grzelcyk take a seat, which is all fair in love and war. He didn't fake having a broken stick, or skate. So there we go. Still scoreless in Blue Jackets Rangers. Crazy. Washington kicks it around. Roy wins it. Ovechkin on the top. He throws it back to Martin Ferravari. Ovi tap passes it all the way around. It goes down to the corner. Carlson takes Strome to the boards. Pittsburgh wins it behind the net, and they will chuck it up ice. They will get the change they need. But Ovi on the edge. He blasts one. Quick save by Bloomquist. It's going to go all the way down, but Washington's going to recover it, get it back up to Matthew Roy. Matthew Roy is going to throw it to McMichael. McMichael's going to chip it off a Pittsburgh Penguin. It's going to be recovered behind. Wilson tried to jump up and get it, but Waugh keeps it in. Played with a high stick, I think, by Brandon Duhaime, but he had to let it go. Pittsburgh wins. Chris Letang skating it down on his own in the middle. Pittsburgh gets a full change after that. But Duhaime's going to skate it out. It looks like a 2-on. He's got Ovi with him. Nick Dowd. Looks like, nope, Ovi will change. Pittsburgh wins. Achari's going to have it in the battle. Trevor Riemsdyk in the middle. Achari's going to win it by kicking it back to Pettersson. Pettersson's going to throw it back to Chris Letang. Letang will skate it just before center. Get it over to Crosby. Crosby will dump it in. Rasmus Sandin will throw it up the ice, though. Recovering it from behind. He'll get it to Dowd. Dowd will sling it back to Sandin. Sandin gets it up ice quickly to Duhaime. Duhaime chips it to Trevor Riemsdyk, but he doesn't get it in. Pittsburgh gets it back. Crosby 2-on-2 with Brandon Russ. He passes it behind him. Actually, kind of a bad pass from Crosby, but they recover it from behind. Crosby gets a great opportunity on the stick of 57. What a save from Logan Thompson. I think they're going to call icing here, and they are. I don't think it's a big deal. Washington wasn't out that long. It was a pretty recent change, so they didn't have anybody on the ice there. What you should do, be like, oh, we got an icing. You get to pick what line you want to face, even if they hadn't been out there, because that's where it can really give you the advantage. Maybe they do that. Pred's tied it up. Thank you for the update. What is happening? Yeah, Pittsburgh has. I lost it. Pittsburgh has the puck. Carlson back to Crosby. Crosby slings it on net. Great scoring opportunity, but Washington gets it. They cleared it. They actually cleared the zone too, so that really didn't affect them. If Washington needed a change, they got it. And that line stayed out for a couple more minutes. So like I said, no factor. 1:40 left in the second. Kept in by Tom Wilson. Tom Wilson throws it up, but looks like Hayes had a little bit of trouble keeping it in, but it's kept in by Washington. Won by John Carlson. John Carlson slings it up. What a scoring chance by Carlson. Then he drops it. Wow, Carlson had close to 2 goals there. Pittsburgh losing in the transition back to Carlson. Carlson throws it to Protas. But here comes Pittsburgh again. Kevin Hayes playing a 2-man game with I believe 53 is Tomasino for them. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. Bolts 4-1. Wings don't get shut out. There you go. Ice X. There you go. Yeah, that game's far from over, though. You got another period left in that game. That's a crazy game. I might actually stick that game on. We'll see. We'll see how much is left here. 46 seconds left to go. Wilson chips it in. He is hooked in by, I don't know why that's not called. He's going in. Marcus Pettersson hooks him. There's 46 seconds left. That should have been a penalty. What are you doing? He could have beat that forecheck there. Ridiculous, man. Like, I get it, man. But, like, call the penalty. If it's a real legit penalty, call it. That was legit. Oh, my God, dude. That was a dirty-ass play for Beauvillier. He just slew-footed He just slew-footed a player, man. Ooh, Hawks tied it. Lucas Reichel. I don't remember his dad, Robert, playing. By the way, Lions are up 7-0. I didn't even see the touchdown. We're about to go to the third period scoreless. So, yeah, let's see. I don't know what's happening here, but that was a slew foot. Let's see what they're saying here.
They had the hand up on the initial call. Was going to be picked up. For a trip or a slew foot.
Yeah, it was a slew foot by Beauvillier. It was a dirty slew foot. So, ooh, yeah. And he went to his defense right away. If this is 4-on-4, it's a crock of shit. It should be 5-on-4. That was a dirty slew foot. Dirty slew foot. Yeah, that was dirty, man. Not a fan. Yeah, dirty, 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 dirty. Yeah. That was dirty. Jeff Merrick, Des Taxes, and Josh Anderson scoring against the Leafs. Oh, Jeff. Okay, here they're announcing it.
He didn't throw his leg at the leg of NHL fans will recognize a slew foot recently that earned a suspension. LaRue in Nashville, taking out Minnesota's Jared Spurgeon.
I don't know why Bunting's complaining here. This was such a dirty slew foot. And then when the guys come, Bolts 5-1. Well, if you had the over there, right? What if you had the over? Who had the 5th goal for the Bolts? Jeez, man. Darren Radish. So maybe we get Taylor Radish. Sullivan, you don't have a leg to stand on here. You have a leg to stand on. Yeah, Washington is getting a power play if I didn't announce this. The only bad thing is there's 16 seconds left in the period. So Sullivan can shut his yapper because he has nothing to say. I don't know what you're going to say. I don't know what you're going to say, Sullivan, because they have not called like 2 blatant calls earlier. And I don't know why he's crying. That was a dirty slew foot. Yeah. He's giving him shit when they've clearly missed calls in favor of the Capitals. So, oh my God, dude, what's going on with Vegas? Chicago is up 2-1. Tyler Bertuzzi, 15th goal of the year, dude. He's on pace for like 30. I don't know what you have to say there, Sullivan. Win us a gold medal at the Four Nations. You haven't won shit in a while, so let's get going there, buddy. So, yeah, Washington with the power play. Dylan Strome wins it. Ovi back. They got to get a quick shot here. There's only 14 seconds left. Can't be messing around. Quick snap down to Strome. Strome slings it in. Oh, my God. Okay. I guess it was worth a try. They didn't get much. So, 0 time left on the clock. 1:44. The power play will carry over. 2-0 Washington. That is the period break. I am going to take a break, 5-10 minute break here while we're at intermission. Grab a soda, take a leak, come back. We've had a good group, 22 or so people here between all 4 platforms. We had some people popping. Yeah, Avi popped in on the Instagram. He didn't say hi, but he when he's moving and shaking, he's on there. So I'd like to get like a Jeff Merrick one of these days, just like a hey Jeff, come on, and have him come in. And all right, guys, I'll see you in a bit. A little bit of a break. Oh man, we went from 21 to 37. Just chilling because the games are getting exciting. Games are getting exciting. Lots of games down to the wire. Representing the hot take hockey. So I switched it up. Little break, little change of shirt. I was actually wearing this one earlier, so I had to put it back on. Yeah, Maple Leafs are back in this. Nick Robertson, Bobby McMahon. Love to see it. Love to see it. Leafs getting back in the game. Gonna be fun. Gonna be good. I'm loving it. Caps Pens coming back at you soon. Rangers Blue Jackets coming back at you soon. No score in that game. Dean Evison. His long stare, trying to figure out how he can generate some offense for his points. Team's going to be real interesting. Earlier games, Flyers win 3-1 against New Jersey in New Jersey. Big surprise there. Matvei Mishkov's 14th of the year. Bobby Brink and Travis Konecny stealth it with an empty netter. Senators beat the Bruins at home 6-5 in a shootout. Nasty Batherson goal in the shootout. Avalanche win 6-3 against the Stars. Stars reeling a little bit now. Avs needed a bounce back game. Panthers win 3-0 against the Ducks. That was a fast game. Your goal scorers were Boolsquist, Lundell, and Forsling got the empty netter to ice it. And since we've been gone, the Toronto Maple Leafs have been climbing back in Montreal, making it 3-2. That's going to be great. Great game there. So I don't know. The football is 7-3. Washington is down 7-3. They kind of spotted a free touchdown for the Lions there. So what game do we have that we want to put on over here? Let's see as we're waiting. Here, we're actually going to get back to the seated position. I know the camera's a little better, but we're going to go back to the seated. All right. All right. All right. Anything you guys want to talk about, throw it in the chat. I cannot believe this Rangers Blue Jackets game. This is wild. This is a good game, man. And it's been really well played from what I've been able to watch. So Flames up 2-0. Flames up 2-0. Andrei Kuzmenko. Power play goal. Boy, if he gets going for them, geez, man. Could the Flames be a dark horse like playoff upset team? Wow. What if we got Edmonton and the Flames in the first round? Man, Battle of Alberta. Upstart Dustin Wolf outplays Stuart Skinner. Flames in 7. Craziness. I actually feel like a reset would not hurt the Oilers. I think they're there. I picked them this year to win, but I think they're there. They're close. They're playing really good defensive hockey this year. And they're making that a real big priority. And then, when they can get the goal scoring that they're capable of, it's really the top 3. So you just got to worry if you're an Edmonton fan. Oh my God, this channel always. First and goal, Washington Commanders. Shotgun. Oh, just a little bit of an overpass. If he hits him running. It's a touchdown. Oh, well, they're going to go quick here. All right, we're about to come back to the third period. Washington, Pittsburgh. I'll tell you, too, if you take a penalty at the carryover, the faceoff should be in the O zone. I feel like that's a thing. You know? Yeah. So, anyway, shout at me if you agree or disagree. Man, I appreciate the numbers, man. 36 people on X. Sweet X. Just waiting for the game to come back on people on X. Washington up 2-0 on goals from Protas and Jacob Chitrin. But I don't feel like Pittsburgh's played badly, and they could get back in this game. They've had some good scoring chances. Logan Thompson just made some nice saves and stuff. So this is some Alliance mango pineapple lime flavor by my local kombucha place. It's just a narrow can, so I don't want to keep it in my thing. I don't have one. A 3rd and goal, Washington. Oh, wow, that should be a flag. That's gonna be a flag. Terry McLaurin got tackled like before the ball got to him. So yep, that's gonna be 1st and goal at the 1 yard line for the Washington Commanders on a 3rd down. Yeah, and he tripped him. I actually feel like it's the other guy that kind of got in the way. Maybe it was a kind of a stumble. They called it. Let's see. If they trip feet, I don't know. It's just a weird thing. Did he grab his foot? It's weird. Oh. Yeah, 1st and goal. All right. Anyway, Washington is underway. 9:20. Oh, did they call a penalty? Oh, no, because Faravari's in the box from the previous thing, along with Beauvillier and okay, Washington wins the faceoff. Ovi kicks it back. Dubois has it. He throws it up on point to that's John Carlson, excuse me. What a McMichael, you don't know how to play your own boards. Yeah, McMichael loses the puck. It goes back into the defensive zone. Sandin will skate it out. He'll toss it back to Pierre-Luc Dubois. Dubois will skate it up and into the zone, throw it all the way into the corner. It will be picked up by Andrew Mangiapane, and him and McMichael will lose a battle. It'll get down to the corner, and the Penguins will clear it. 26 seconds left on the power play. Sandin will skate out of Washington's end. He'll drop pass it to Connor McMichael. Connor McMichael will skate it and drop pass it to Pierre-Luc Dubois. Dubois will skate it in, and they will call it offsides, I guess. Looks like offsides. Washington not having a great opportunity getting it in there, so it is what it is. Probably the best thing because there's only about 10 seconds left on that power play, and that line had been out there a while anyway. So Washington scored a touchdown, by the way. For those of you not watching football, I have the Sharks Islanders on. That game is scoreless, but the Sharks are on a power play for 5 more seconds, but it looks like they're going to kill it. So, all right, we're back underway. Pittsburgh has some control in the end, not surprisingly after a power play and a successful penalty kill. But Washington controls, chipped into Protas. He tries to slap pass it into the slot for a mixer goal, but no one's home. Duhaime checks hard behind, and Nick Dowd races in. He's going to get the puck in the corner, but Pittsburgh's going to work it out of the zone. It is not going to be icing, and Matthew Roy is going to pick it up and skate behind Logan Thompson. The Crosby Raquel line is out for Pittsburgh. It's thrown up the ice and looks like it will be icing, but Washington beat that play. I do not understand that. They're going to call icing here. Okay. Another lousy call from this officiating crew. The guy beat him up the ice. And I don't think it was a blatant dump. So, yeah. Assists by Russian-born players, 823 of Evgeny Malkin, Alexander Ovechkin, 709, Sergei Fedorov, 696. Fedorov was smooth. This Leafs game is wild, too. I really want to be watching this Leafs game, man. They're just about to get underway. Oh, did I lose my feed? No, I didn't. I didn't. I don't think so. I don't think I did. Okay. All right. $17-12 left in the third. Washington is going to take a defensive zone face-off. The Commanders fans are cheering because they're just getting the score updates in the arena there. The Commanders are up 10-7 on the Detroit Lions. This will be a huge upset, guys. Not huge, but I think big upset for a Lions team that lost one game, you know. Pittsburgh wins it in the end, but Washington gets it out. It goes all the way down. Oh, but Pittsburgh, Bunting makes a nice play on a forecheck, not unsimilar to McMichael, but not the pressure. He skates out. He sauces it over. If someone was home, they would have scored. A shot off the mask. Logan Thompson just made 3 10-bell saves on the Pittsburgh Penguins. The play happened so fast, I couldn't keep up with it. And not that I'm a good play-by-play. It's thrown all the way down the ice, but Bloomquist has to take it. But Mangiapane he goes down hard. Don't think anything was dirty. He lost his edge and kind of fell backwards. The Pittsburgh guy was strong on his ice. But icing from Pittsburgh. I don't think Pittsburgh deserve an ice call here, unless they're calling a penalty on this play. But 3 really good saves from Logan Thompson. They keep this game 2-0. Beauvillier throws it down and just puts it on a tee for Geno Malkin, and makes a great save on Malkin. Malkin's that guy that comes up with those big goals for that team a lot of times. That was a big time situation. So I guess the icing was not legit, so they called it to the center ice face off. So that was good. Fair to Pittsburgh. Washington wins though, and Lars Eller skates it down. He's going to chip it into the corner. Radish is going to meet Pedersen in the corner, but Pedersen's going to get it away to Raquel. Raquel's going to sauce it all the way down the ice, try to get it to Brian Rust, but Crosby and Rust will not be able to get it past Trevor Van Riemsdyk initially. Ethan Frank will win the puck battle and get it out of the zone. It's now offsides by Pittsburgh if they touch, but they're pressuring 2 on every guy every time they're doing a trap in the O zone. Pittsburgh really putting the pressure, so Washington has to make clean, crisp passes to get it out. Frank up the ice. I don't know why he didn't shoot. That is clearly a trip from Marcus Pedersen on Frank. See you, sit you in the box. It will be a 2-minute power play for the Washington Capitals. And it wasn't intentional. He was falling, but it's a trip. It's a trip. So Washington's going to get another chance. Ovi's going to get another chance to get a goal. Ovi. At this point, all we need is an Ovi goal to just keep the thing going. Clear tripping from Pedersen. I don't think he did it intentionally, but it was a trip. So it is what it is. Tell me when that game's back on. IceX, if you're still in the chat, let me know if Leafs, they're still at intermission, I know, but let me know. I'm getting like a secret camera feed on that one, man. So Pedersen's pissed, but it's a trip. It's not a bad call. They got to make it. Washington's got to win some zone faceoffs here and control. They have not controlled one power play faceoff from the get start, and they've had to play out of their own end. And if they have capitalized on a power play goal here with 15:27 left to go, that probably could be all she wrote in this game, the way they're playing defensively and moving the puck. So, maybe put some pressure on yourself to score a freaking goal here, Washington, on the power play. But Pittsburgh is doing a good job denying Washington the entry. Now we got an off-wing chance. Down. Whoa, geez, John Carlson. But the rebound falls all the way out to Ovechkin. He gloves it down, slings it all the way around. It gets back to Carlson. Carlson fights for the puck. It gets to Chychrun. Chychrun sauces it down in the corner. Back to Carlson. Back to Dylan Strome. Dylan Strome sauces it over. John Carlson gets a shot on goal. It's up and wherever. I don't know what happened to it. John Carlson had a grade A scoring chance. They're using Ovi as a decoy. He moved up to the top, and as he did, they shifted to block Ovi. And post hitting by Carlson twice, too. Carlson could add 2 goals on that breakaway. He hit the inside post, right top side post. So Carlson could add a couple goals, and he had a real nice chance there. Oh, it went off the crossbar. So a crossbar and a post for Carlson. He's just been snake bitten this year. He's had like 3 goals called back on offside reviews. He'd have so many more points. But that's how it goes sometimes, man. Wilson makes a tough play. Oh, what are we doing here? What are we doing? Okay, they're cycling it around. Strome, he tosses it to Chychrun. Chychrun to Strome. Stromer, back to Chich. Chich tosses it back to Strome. Ovi's going to switch to the top. Nobody on Ovi. Ovi's going to blast from the point. It's all over in the end. Ovi had a really good chance of getting a goal there. That's probably about the only scoring chance. Pittsburgh's going to clear it. 20 seconds left in the power play. Going to be a lot of time left to go here. Looks like Pittsburgh's going to kill this one. So we shall see. But rest assured, anything borderline, Pittsburgh's getting a call. Just guarantee it. So yeah, Pettersson was out of the box early there. That looked odd to me, and it's going to be icing on Pittsburgh. So not the worst thing in the world, but they're going to have like 3 defensemen on the ice. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, Washington leading 10-7, man. 10-7. Oh, New York Islanders scored. Matthew Barzal to go up 1-0. So Barzal gets the Islanders on the board. Oh, and do we have a goal scored in the Rangers Columbus Blue Jackets game? No, we do not. It looks like we're going to be having the second period start anytime soon. Maple Leafs Canadians, for those folks that are watching Hockey Night or Hockey Day in Canada, 25 years of Hockey Day in Canada. Pretty cool, man. Call Hockey Day in America too, because I think we have a Hockey Day in America. I don't know when it is. I should know it. I should know when Hockey Day in America is. All right. Washington dumps it all the way down in the end. Frank gets it, chips it around. It's chipped in the corner to Lars Eller. Lars Eller has it. He's going to work it around up to the point, but it's going to get past Matthew Roy. And the goalie's going to go behind and play it. He's going to sauce it around, pass it to Rasmus Sandin. Sandin's going to flick it all the way up. This will not be icing. Pettersson will have to go back to his circles and his own end. He'll toss it to Malkin. Malkin will lose it to Protas, but then Malkin will end up getting it back after a series of other plays. And now I don't know what we got going on here. Yep. Hooking. Protas. Didn't even see it. But I knew, I was like, Pittsburgh's getting a call here anytime. So, yeah, didn't see it. Didn't see it at all. Don't think there was anything there. Again, like if it's a penalty, I'll legit call it a penalty. Didn't see even a replay. That's how embarrassed they were to run it. We'll see. Touchdown. Lions. They're up 14-10. I think my buddy Jim Moore's at this game, actually. Ooh, it got deflected and everything. What a catch. Wow, Laporta. Nasty. That was a nice catch. That's what you got to do to win those games. Okay, we're back. Leafs and Montreal. So you guys, if you're watching that game, let me know. Give me heads up. Pacioretty in the lineup again. Oh, San Jose has tied it up. Barclay Goudreau. Oh, nope. Never mind. Brock Nelson just scored for the Islanders. 2-1 Isles. Brock Nelson. Potential trade bait, Brock Nelson. I hear his name in some, Vancouver, Minnesota, Dallas. Maybe Washington's in on him. I don't know. They better not give up any of our good prospects, though. Like, I'm keeping Ryan Leonard. Want that guy. He's going to be a nice ad. Oh, yeah. We should check the NCAA scores real quick. There's some games. NCAA. College hockey scores. No, not our scores. Okay, whatever. Get me to there. Oh, Zibanejad took a penalty. Looks like, let's see. A little bit of a hook there on the backside of Voronkov. That guy's a handle. Yeah, okay. So UConn is down 1-2 to Maine. That's in the third. Okay. Merrimack is getting beat by UMass, as they should. 4-2. That game's almost over. Niagara's beating Mercyhurst badly. Colgate and Princeton are all tied up at 4. Boston College is beating Providence in Providence. 4-1 Boston College. Let's see who's on the board for the Screaming Eagles. Ryan Leonard, 1 goal, 4 shots. Gabe Perreault, 1 goal and an assist. Teddy Stiga, the gold medal winner. Okay, Pittsburgh's power play has started. They have 1:40 left. Washington got it out of the zone. Ricard Raquel skates in, sauces it down to Sidney Crosby. Crosby back to the point. The point gets it over to Rust. Rust back to it. I can't see. And a nice shot on goal there from the side, Brian Rust, but the goalie read it the whole way. Logan Thompson was not fooled. He was there and in good position. But Pittsburgh had to get it back into the zone. Crosby with just a touch pass. Excellent shot there on the point. I don't know who that was. Oh, but it's going to be a breakaway for Tom Wilson. Oh, Tom Wilson on a shorthanded breakaway is stoned by Bloomquist. That was a huge save. I think everybody on Pittsburgh was holding their breath. That would have been a backbreaker for Pittsburgh. Not completely over, but 11 minutes or so to go in the third. The puck is fumbled, and they lose it. Matthew Waugh's going to chip it back out. Nope, but Washington's going to change. He throws it all the way down. No icing because they're still on the power play for 35 more seconds. It's going to be drop pass to Tomasino. Tomasino's going to get it down and around. That might have been offsides right there. That looked kind of like a sloppy entry, but needless to say, it's thrown down to Geno Malkin. He loses it. This was too hot for him, and that's going to clear it, and that's probably going to all but do it for this power play for the Pittsburgh Penguins. There being, by the time they get in the zone, there'll only be about 10 seconds left on the power play, but Carlson skates it up quick, drops it off to Tomasino. Tomasino rims it around the boards. Kevin Hayes gets it, but he loses it. The Capitals are able to pick it up, and they're going to have a guy coming out of the box. It's Alexei Protas. He's going to have the puck on his stick. He's going to try to sauce it to the middle, but there's no one there. They're going to get it back to Protas, but he's going to wing it around, and now it's Jacob Chychrun. The Capitals are putting on some pressure. Chychrun fires, but Bloomquist makes a great save with Nick Dowd standing right in front of him. What a save. He's small smiles. Nick Dowd's giving him props. What a save, man. Bloomquist keeping it close. 2 huge saves from Jesper Bloomquist. Nice save on Logan Thompson on Rust, but Rust didn't get a lot on it. It was on the ice. It was an easy pad save for Thompson. Might have been a little bit harder had he been able to elevate it. Tom Wilson on the breakaway here just got the blocker out. Tom Wilson was inches from burying a goal. Washington wins. Alexander Ovechkin had a tip-in chance, then throw it around. He trips. It looks like Pittsburgh's going to have a little bit of a break here. Achari fighting Jacob Chychrun, but Chychrun's able to control back up the ice. Thompson gets it around him, but Washington a little bit discombobulated in their own end here right now, has a little bit of pressure from that fourth line after kind of a win and sort of fail. But Dubois is with Ovechkin and Strome. They're now controlling. Sandin dumps it around. Ovechkin lets it pass around to Strome. Strome chips it out back to Chychrun. Chychrun's going to get it back to Sandin. Sandin sees Ovi in the slot but can't get it there. It bounces off Strome's stick. He has lost his stick. Sandin kept it in for a minute, but it is played out by 46 for Pittsburgh. Sorry, Blake Lizotte, I think. Maple Leafs have tied that game, by the way. It's 3-3. Maple Leafs have tied that game. I'm probably way late, but William Nylander, his 27th. Washington gets it down deep. The goalie tries to play it. It's chipped around the corner. It looks like Crosby's going to get there before anybody else, but they might have been doing a line change. I don't know what Washington's strategy was there. 9 minutes to go. Lots of time left here, so Washington needs to be getting that third goal. This game is far from over, especially with this offensive talent. Looks like it's going to be a little bit of a breakaway. Lars Eller Going to sauce it to Marty Faravari, but Blar's got it behind. Great defensive play by Chris Letang. He kept with Eller the whole way, and Eller wasn't able to escape. Now Ethan Frank is going to jump up the ice, but he's going to turn the puck over. Now it's going to be a 2-on-1 for Pittsburgh. Brian Rust, he's going to toe drag. He scores. Brian Rust with a nasty goal. Yeah, great shot by Brian Rust. Good goal, 2-1. Pittsburgh's back in. I said Washington had to get that third goal. So, wow. Cannot believe the Leafs are going to go on the power play here, too. So, going to be crazy. Flames, Jets, Adam Lowry has scored for the Jets to make that game a little bit closer. Yeah, beats him short side, man. John Carlson toe drags. Yeah, what a great shot by Rust. He gets him going, he toe drags a little, and he slings it. I think he got a little bit unlucky because it went off Carlson's stick a little bit, might have affected, but Washington has not played bad, but Pittsburgh was probably owed a goal there. So we'll see. Washington needs to play smart. And they are. Pittsburgh's cheating a little bit. Duhaime gets to the puck after a quick turnover. It's him and Mangiapane in the O-zone working it around against the Geno Malkin line. Sauced in the middle, lots of turnover. Now Pittsburgh's going to come the other way. They're going to have possibly a 3-on. Nope, nothing. Washington got back, broke it up. It's chipped in the corner. Still, Pittsburgh could be dangerous here because they've got open people on the ice. And Pittsburgh's going to control, but the shot is going to be blocked, does not get in. Whipped around. Malkin has the puck. He's going to sauce it back up to Pettersson. I'm sorry, that's Pickering, not Pettersson. Yeah. Anyway, Roy works on, I believe, Michael Bunting. Washington's going to control the puck. Nick Dowd going to sauce it up. Clipped. Are we going to get an icing here? Nope, no icing. So Washington will get the complete change. And here comes Drew O'Connor. Drew O'Connor gets the puck in for Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is fighting its O'Connor Tomasino line. Tomasino's going to win the puck in the neutral zone, chip it down, but Washington's got all bodies bats. Pittsburgh is making a partial change. Kevin Hayes now coming on. McMichael dumps it in for Washington, but it's recovered by Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's going to sauce it over to Drew O'Connor. Drew O'Connor line still out there. Tomasino will dump it in, but it's going to be picked up by John Carlson. John Carlson's to sling it around to Jacob Chychrun. This line for Pittsburgh's been out a little bit. This could be Ovechkin's out. Now Crosby's in. Ovechkin's off. Carlson's going to shoot on net. Very good shot, but saved by Logan Thompson. Going to be deflected in the corner again. Pittsburgh is coming. They're putting a lot of pressure on the Caps right now. They're moving the puck. Great interception by Matthew Roy, the defensive defenseman he is. He breaks up an awesome scoring chance, and Washington's able to get it out. They're going to check it up to Tom Wilson, but he's not going to be able to get it. Erik Karlsson's going to skate it up to center ice, drop it off to Brian Rust. Brian Rust's going to throw it in, but it's going to be gloved down by Logan Thompson. He'll hold the puck for a face-off. 17-14 in the Washington Commanders Lions game, and the Commanders are winning now. Trying to look at other scores. 3-2 Blackhawks. Vegas Hurdle has scored to make it 3-2. Taylor Hall gave Chicago their third. Wow, what is going on with the Vegas Golden Knights right now? If they lose this game, I think that would mean the Oilers are in first place. Preds are up 4-1 on the Wild, 4 unanswered from the Wild. So Juracek, you get Colton Sissons, Philip Forsberg, Steven Stamkos, and Fedor Shvechkov all scoring for the Preds. So that game's got out of hand quick. Tyler Tucker, Rico was talking, that guy's from his area, has scored. And Michael Kesselring just scored for the Utah Hockey Club to make it 1-1. And we still have 2 games whose pucks have not dropped. Oilers, Canucks, Kings, Kraken. The puck's about to drop in about 39 minutes in those games, plus or minus 5. Or plus only 5 or 10, I should say, not minus. They won't start early for sure. Blue Jackets and Rangers still scoreless, boys. 3:13 left. 3 minutes still scoreless. What a game. I think interception for the Quayne Martin interception. I think we're about to see a 24-14 lead for the Washington Commanders. Wow. Which two goalies have played the most games against Alex Ovechkin without allowing him to score a goal? I do not know the answer to that question, Penvid Trivia. That'll be interesting. I don't think many. So, yeah, maybe this Bloomquist kid is on the list. I think he's played them quite a bit. So, yeah. Matt. Oh, I have to see that again. That was crazy. Okay, Pittsburgh's going to win the faceoff in the zone because of the glove being held, but they're kept to the outside so far. Malkin's going to throw the puck, but it's going to be deflected in the middle. Wilson's going to win it in the corner. He's going to throw it around, and Washington's going to skate out of it. Duhaime's going to bounce it off the boards. He's going to have a little bit of a breakaway one-on-one with Mangiapane. Mangiapane's going to get it to Faravari, but Faravari couldn't recover it on his backhand. Pittsburgh's going to win it, but they're going to hold it in their own end. They will be coming. They will be pulling the goalie. They will be coming. We may see an Ovi empty netter if they can hold on here for about 3 minutes. And I expect Pittsburgh's going to pull the goalie here. Only about 5 minutes ago, I think anytime now you could see him pull. If Pittsburgh gets any kind of sustained pressure, I wouldn't be surprised if he pulls it early. They've got skill on the back end there. They could play 3 defensemen, honestly. And like Carlson and Letang, and then like if you got another guy you want out there. Letang shoots it, but it's deflected by Protas. Protas is jumping up the ice already. That play is read by Pettersson, but he's going to lose it to Rasmus Sandin at the blue line after he tries to sauce it in. Sandin's going to throw it up, but Wilson isn't able to recover it before Letang. Letang now has it. He'll skate it to center line. Now he goes into the blue line, taking it in. He's played off the puck by Rasmus Sandin, but skating in to ring it around is Drew O'Connor. Drew O'Connor's been all over this game. He's had a good game for the Penguins. The Ovechkin line is out there, so they might be smelling a little bit of blood, but it was a recent change. So now Washington's going to get out. That's clearly hooked down. That's clearly a penalty, and they are going to call it. Washington will be going to the power play as Chris Letang hooked a player to the ice. So this is the game right here. Washington has to score on the power play here to pretty much kill. Though Oliver Ekman-Larsson has just banged in a power play goal for the Toronto Maple Leafs to make it 4-3. Are you wilding in Toronto land tonight, Leafs? Down 3-0, you're up 4-3. What is this? This is good, man. Toronto, it's a different day there, huh? Yeesh. Love it. Gotta love it, man. Utah Hockey Club is now up 2-1 on the Blues. Nick Schmaltz buries his 9th goal of the season. Preds still up 4-1. Golden Knights are on the power play. 2 minutes left in the period there with the Blackhawks. So if they score here, they'll tie it up 3-3. I expect them to get a W here. Islanders still up 2-0 on the Sharks. Barzell and Brock Nelson are your goal scorers for the Isles, and then Barclay Goudreau for the Sharks. Flames still up 2-1 on the Jets. Only 4:57 left to go in that game. That's a close game. I might have to switch that over. What is that one? Jets, Flames. Hockey Night in Canada is replaying the Willie. It's all right. It's fine. I do think though, man, they do make a big deal out of losing. You lose some games in a row, big deal. Like it could go anyway. All right, here we go. We're back to Washington, Pittsburgh. Here we go. Washington on the power play. They're showing Chich. He's been on fire. They got to win the faceoff. They have not been winning faceoffs. Dylan Strome, if it was me, I'd put doubt on the faceoff. Dylan Strome wins the faceoff. Back to Ovechkin. He's stripped down. Again, back to Ovi. They keep it in. Chychrun ladles it down to Strome. Strome is pressured a little bit. Back to Chychrun. Chychrun to Carlson. Carlson winds up and blasts one, but it is deflected off a stick, and it's an easy knuckleball slow pitch for the goalie to play. Carlson just having a tough one tonight, man. He could have had 2 goals on like the same thing. So one by Strome, Ovi over to Ovi. Ovi tips it right back up to the defense. Now it's back down in the corner. Strome beats Achari to it, flips it around to Chychrun. Chychrun will skate to the top of the circle. Back. He'll skate all the way in. Back to Carlson. Carlson back Ovi. Ovi's now at the top. Carlson. Ovi from the point. Back to Chychrun. Chychrun blast. Save. Oh, the puck is loose. The ref has not blown the whistle. Now they have stopped play. Okay, that was I think the TV broadcast thought they stopped too. We were all like, oh, but it didn't stop. Sorry, that was crazy. Lions are about to score a touchdown. Touchdown, Lions. So that'll make it 21-24. Jeez. I think the Lions will win this game anyway. I was like, they've been down a bunch. So, yeah, 3 minutes left to go in that Flames-Jets game. 3:57. Calgary still clinging on to a lead, man. Dustin Wolf, no joke, should be getting some love for the Calder. About 1:06 left for the Washington power play. Pittsburgh cleared. Washington is skating it back out. Chychrun back to Carlson. Carlson's going to skate it all the way in. He's going to skate through 4 Penguins, turn around, get it back to Dylan Strome. Dylan Strome's going to skate right in and shoot on net. Good scoring opportunity. Down to Wilson, he's the middleman there, the bumper, and he throws it up. Okay, Ovi from the point. Ovi smashes one. It is deflected into the corner. Something's happening. Oh, the goalie may have had equipment issue or something. No big deal because the puck had, I think, deflected or whatever. It's not a big deal. So, oh yeah, it went off. Tanner Glass took Ovi's shot off his butt. Ouch. Yeah, they should let him come out. That one probably hurts. Yeesh. Yeah. So they get a little bit of a break here. I'm not too sad for Pittsburgh on this one. I don't think Washington's putting up too much of a protest here. They're just trying to get ready here. We're in overtime, by the way, Blue Jackets, Rangers. So does this go to a shootout? Holy crap, a scoreless shootout if it goes there. 2:25 left, Calgary. Jeez, that game's close, man. There's a ton of good games on tonight. Wherever you're joining, I really appreciate it. Leave a like, subscribe. If you're on X, follow me. I'm getting into the hockey game, man. I know people and I'm moving on up. We're going to have a huge announcement to make on this channel next week. It's going to be a big news on where we're going and what we're doing. So, and I look forward to meeting you guys out in the field, man. So, I try to get to these games from time to time. Being in Alaska, it's a little bit harder. So, yeah, Washington gets another good scoring chance. They got about 10 seconds left to go on this power play. I have not hated what Washington has done. They just haven't capitalized on the PP. No big deal. Give all the credit to the Pittsburgh Penguins. Dubois with the shot. He did a turn and spin. Would have probably liked to see him sauce it back to Ovechkin there. Just real quick, and Ovi was wide open there, and maybe he would have buried one. So we'll see, though. Dubois seems like he's really having a good year, and he's not second-guessing himself. So pretty good. Well, that's a penalty from the Rangers. That looked interesting there. I thought maybe he got away with one. Oh, now Blue Jackets are going to be jumping up here. Now we're waiting for puck drop here in Washington. Okay. Washington wins the faceoff. Connor McMichael's going to skate it right in. Dubois scores. Boom. That's going to be the nail in the coffin, I think, there. Nothing to review there, baby. Beats him top shelf. Pierre-Luc Dubois. Thank you, LA. And LA can thank us, too, because Darcy Kipper's in second place. Ovi with the biggest smile in the world. Now we may see an empty net Ovi goal. The Leafs are up 5-3. The Leafs are up 5-3. Austin Matthews has scored a shorthanded goal to put the Leafs up 5-3. Wow, we rock and roll. Oh my God, what a nasty goal from Pierre-Luc Dubois. Nothing Boquist could do. Really good position. He puts it right where he could score. Very top short side corner. Buries it. Just buries it. So huge. Only 2 minutes left to go in the game. I'm assuming Pittsburgh gets any kind of zone pressure. They're going to pull their goalie. So we could see Ovi. You know, he's good at blocking shots and taking the puck up the ice. So I think we might see Ovi out on the ice the moment they pull the goalie. We'll see if there's any kind of defensive zone face-off. Ovi's been playing really well defensively. So I could not believe this. I am so excited at this game. If this Capitals game ends, which will end the stream, I will finish watching this game. So yeah, are they no hand pass? No hand pass. What are we doing? Who cares? It went to the other player. It's not a hand pass if it goes to the other team. Stupid. Yeah, we love you, Locker. Craig Lachlan, let's go, buddy. He's calling games. I know he had the heart surgery coming up. Drop the puck, linesman. Oh, what a save by Tarasov on. You guys will see this. Zibanejad on a breakaway. So we are going to a shootout in that game, a scoreless shootout. Nobody scored. Slung in on the net by Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh has to make a move. Okay, it's empty net for Pittsburgh. Duhaime just skates around. Duhaime will bury the empty net goal. 4-1 Caps. It's over. Any chance of Pittsburgh has to come back, it's over. Washington fans are leaving so they can get on the Metro. But I don't know. Yeah, Brandon Duhaime, let's go. Nice. Gets a goal. Ovi first to greet. We got guys going. Backstrom and Ovechkin's leaving the building. Osh's. Couple Brooks Orpics. Craziness. So everybody, I had a great stream tonight. I feel like that's going to be the game. We'll let the time tick down. Again, leave a like, subscribe. Follow me on X, man, at @beard_sports. That's where I spend most of my time. I just follow hockey and talk hockey. I will sometimes retweet a football or a baseball thing. I grew up a Dodgers fan. My grandmother in Montana, where I grew up, was a huge Dodgers fan back in the 70s and 80s. So she's no longer with us, and LA is almost no longer with us because of the devastation. But the Dodgers are adding, and they're the defending champs, so it's going to be crazy. Pittsburgh got a nice little shot. It looks like, are they empty net again? They are not. Pittsburgh is not going to go with another empty net here. They're going 5v5. Caps putting pressure. It's a 2-on-2. Achari. They got the fourth line out. I don't think Pittsburgh's pushing anymore. I think they're looking to the next game. Washington's going to skate behind the net and just let the time go. 37 seconds left to go. Drew O'Connor's going to come down and face Trevor Van Riemsdyk, make him move the puck. It's going to get chipped into the neutral zone. Pittsburgh's going to win it, but they're going to sling it back down in their own end to Graves. 25 seconds left. Graves is going to turn it over. And Mangiapane, what a scoring chance. Dylan Strome almost scored. Strome looks like he wants to score badly. So Capitals get a really good one, and he was looking like he was upset he didn't score there. So, man, I actually may hang out for the Leafs thing here. No, I'm not. I can't. We're gonna call it good. Calgary wins that game. Final Flames down the Jets 3-1. The empty net ice goal. Blake Coleman scored an honest. No, shoot, did he score it legit? Anyway, Blake Coleman gets you the third goal. So it doesn't say empty net on here. So it must have had the goalie in. We're in the shootout. The Rangers are up 1-0 in the shootout on the Blue Jackets. So I think the Blue Jackets have their third and final attempt here. Caps win 4-1. That is the game. I appreciate you guys coming to the stream. 2.5 hours plus. Couple breaks mixed in. I needed to go take care of some stuff, on the intermission. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Yeah, Rangers are going to win 1-0 in a shootout. The Sturgeon's kind of celebrating. Good for that. Anyway, I really enjoyed it, guys. Tune in. This football game looks like it's going to be wild. And the Toronto game is going to be crazy. So let's hear that. All right, guys. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate you. Have a good one. Peace. I'm out.